Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to take you in a tour in Nanjing city. I just arrived in this city that is shaped by emperors and reimagined by revolutionaries. I'm going to talk later in detail why revolutionaries. This city is so important in the Chinese history. In this vlog I take you through a journey that begins in the natural beauty of the Zhongshan Mountain National Park, home to the Yat-sen Mausoleum, the solemn sacred animal pass and the grand tomb of the Ming dynasty founder Zhu Yuanzhang. We will also step into the liveliness of Fuxin Street and the food that is there, enter the very room where Dr. Sun Yat-sen led China's early republic, and later walk in the silence through the Nanjing Massacre Memorial Hall, a place for both truth and memory in relation to Japan. Finally, we will visit the old city wall. We will find the Xuanwu Lake, a space for recreation, calm, reflection, beneath a city that has seen both greatness and greed. So let's go have our tour in Nanjing city. After arriving in Nanjing, I was warmly welcomed by Amr Farouk and the team from Southeast University. The university had arranged everything and we had a van to accompany us throughout the visit. Their hospitality made the journey smooth and enjoyable, and they handled all the permits, site access and logistics so that we can focus on the cultural discoveries that awaited us in Nanjing. Hi everyone, today we will start the day under the shade of these beautiful platanus trees. You can see them behind me. We are now at the Zhongshan Mountain National Park, a place where history, nature and culture all meet. So let's stay tuned and follow me in the next steps to visit the different nice places in this national park. So these plane trees aren't just for shade. Madame Sun Qingling, wife of Dr. Sun Yat-sen, deeply loved this path. It said she would often walk here in quiet reflection, and over time these trees became symbols of her lasting devotion and nation's respect. And then winter.
这一圈下来就是365天，一年，一圈这下来就是一年。现在我们在这个位置。
I'm now at the top of the Sun Yat-sen Mausoleum after climbing 400 steps. Sun Yat-sen was one of the most important figures in modern China's history. He helped lead the revolution that ended 2,000 years of the imperial rule in China. He believed China needed to modernize and introduce ideas like national independence, democracy, and improving people's lives, and that becomes known as the three principles of the people. He didn't live to see all his goals come true, but leaders from across the political spectrum still respect him. So that's why this place is very important for China. This tomb must be visited because it gives tribute to someone who shaped modern China. The path I'm walking, called the Sacred Way, was built over 600 years. These carved animals and stone officials were meant to guide and protect the emperor in the afterlife. The road is lined with 12 pairs of stone animals, 6 standing, 6 sitting, each carved from single blocks of stone in the 15th century. Lions, the first pair, symbols of power and strength, they were believed to drive away evil spirits. Ziechi, a mythical beast with a single horn, it represents justice and law. In legend, it can tell right from wrong and punishes the wicked. Camels, reminders of the vastness of the empire and long-distance trade. Though not native to southern China, they symbolize endurance and loyalty. Elephants, these huge creatures, represent wisdom, peace, and stability. Their presence adds a sense of grandeur to the route. Qilin, a mythical creature said to appear only in times of peace and good governance, a symbol of benevolence and prosperity. And finally, horses, practical symbols of mobility and military strength, the emperor's connection to his army and empire. These animals weren't just decoration, they served a ritual purpose. Together they form a spiritual guard of honor, guiding and protecting the emperor's spirit on its eternal journey. So we are now at the Ming Xiaoling Mausoleum, final resting place of Emperor Zhu Yuanzhang, the founder of the Ming dynasty. This site is part of the UNESCO World Heritage Listing Imperial Tombs of the Ming and Qing dynasties, and standing here you understand why. Zhu Yuanzhang started from nothing. He was once a poor monk, but he rose to lead a rebellion, founded the Ming dynasty, and made Nanjing the capital of a united empire. This place isn't just a tomb, it's a symbol of transition from chaos to stability, from war to governance, and it's preserved not just for China, but for the whole world to learn from. Right now I'm standing in front of the tablet tower of great spirits, known in Chinese as Da Bai Dian. It's one of the central monuments in the Ming Xiaoling Mausoleum complex. The huge stone tablet is mounted on the back of a mythical tortoise called a bixi, a creature from Chinese legend that carries heavy burdens and symbolizes long life and strength. The inscriptions on the stele were written by the third Ming emperor, Yongle, in honor of his father, Emperor Zhu Yuanzhang. The words praise his leadership, virtue, and the founding of the Ming dynasty. This monument is here about legacy. It tells future generations who the emperor was, what he built, and how he should be remembered. Together with the Sacred Way and the main tomb, this tablet forms part of a ceremonial journey from memory to monument and from earth to eternity. Hello everyone, I'm in Fuzimiao, the center of Nanjing, a very bustling street. As you can see, it's packed with colors, aromas, incredible energy. So I'm going to dive in, take you with me. So we are walking in Fuxin area in the city center of Nanjing, between the old Republican era districts and the new urban developments. This is a center of traditional architecture preserved after the 20th century, and it has small residential lanes and local markets. Visitors here are walking through the narrow streets to find something to eat, grab something to drink from cafes and restaurants, and there's a lot of small shops for souvenirs, and also you can take a boat for a short tour around this city center. So let's enjoy walking through the Nanjing city center. So we reached the presidential palace in Nanjing, or the Zhongshan. It is one of the most important historical sites in modern Chinese history. It served as the political center for several governments from the late Qing dynasty to the Republic of China. Located on the Changjian Road, the complex includes government offices, traditional gardens, and Western-style buildings. Visitors can walk through meeting halls, Sun Yat's office, and preserved room that show how the early republic was run. Today, the presidential palace is a museum that tells the story of China's transition from the empire to the republic, from the years of humiliation to the beginning of development, and making it one of the key landmarks to understand modern Chinese histories from Nanjing. We are here in a special exhibition on China's Qing dynasty under the rule of Guangxu Emperor, where he was. They are showing the different clothes and the dragon robes and the golden silk he was wearing, and the embroidered different chest square. And you can see here that were different badges. They called boulevards with silk squares, where you can find a bird or a beast featuring this square. And actually during the wars they will be using beasts like lions, leopards and tigers, and during peace they will have peaceful creatures or birds like cranes and golden pheasants or peacock or winter goose. So it's very beautiful clothes, and it shows the different ranks. And for sure the ruler was Buddhist, so he had also the beads with 108 beads divided into 4 chunks representing the different 4 seasons. So this gives you an idea about the different beliefs and the different clothing and how it was run, because it was a kind of feudal medieval ruling system, and this was the end of this era, which started around 1871 and ended in 1908. Today I'm in the Nanjing Massacre Memorial in China, which marks one of the most tragical episodes of modern warfare. In December 1937, during the Second Sino-Japanese War, the Japanese army captured Nanjing after Chinese forces retreated. What followed was not peace, but atrocity. Let's take a tour in the museum to try to learn from history. With no defense left, the civilian population faced 6 weeks of mass executions, rape and looting. Over 300,000 people were killed. The massacre revealed a grim truth: surrendering a city does not guarantee civilian safety. Disarmament created a power vacuum that was exploited by the Japanese army.
Next in our visit to Nanjing is the city wall, which is in Chinese called Nanjing Changqian, was built in over 6 centuries ago during the early Ming dynasty under Emperor Zhu Yuanzhang, the founder of the dynasty, and it was completed around 1386. It once stretched more than 35 kilometers, making it one of the longest and best preserved city walls in the world. It was constructed with over 350 million bricks, each marked with the name of its maker for quality control, and the wall protected the Ming capital and reflected the strength of Imperial China. Today, more than 25 kilometers remain standing, circling the heart of modern Nanjing, a living reminder of the city's ancient role as the southern capital of China.
Finally, we reached the end of this video. Nanjing City is a very important city in the modern history of China. To understand how China transitioned from the end of its emperor system and the Ming dynasty towards the new republic, and finally how it's contemporary now, the communist China. It's a very important city, it's a beautiful city. I would advise you to come, carry on, walk slowly in the city, eat the food, very delicious, and for sure take with you stories and understand better contemporary and modern China in the eyes of Nanjing. So I hope you enjoyed it. Don't hesitate to put your comments in the video and highlight the places that you like the most. If you have any experience with the city, if you have questions, and I hope I see you in the next video in another Chinese city. 再见.
And a final shout out for Amr Farouk for his excellent hospitality and organization. Thank you very much, Amr, and I hope to see you soon again in Nanjing.